Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Test RPG. Yeah, this recording is happening immediately after the last recording, mostly because I really feel like recording. And I didn't really want to end the video because there was a small story I wanted to talk about, but then I was afraid that if I talked about the story, the video would end up being incredibly long, so I just decided to cut it there. So yeah, Carp Lake. This is probably the point in development, or not development, but like the point in making this game where I realized that this was not a Nerdbound hack, because I was looking for, like, how to explain it? I don't know, there's just a point where I realized that it wasn't gonna happen. It had to be its own game. So, when I say make it its own game, I mean take the music from Pokemon. This is still, there's actually the ONET tile set, but like the music itself is from Pokemon. Unfortunately, there's also when I realized that the game doesn't automatically balance sound, so you can barely hear it. And I'm just too lazy to fix that. I mean, I know what I can do to fix it. I just gotta like get an audio track that is louder. Cause the thing about this game is that you can make music quieter, but you can't make it louder. But if I make music quieter, then I if I make the loud music quieter to balance out the sound effects, to balance out the music, the sound effects end up being really loud. So yeah, just actually leave things as is, and I'm gonna try to find a louder version of the song to replace this with. Yeah, and now you're just thrown in here to explore. That's what you do, and you follow this path. You can't do anything. Actually, there's supposed to be a thing that says I shouldn't go this way, or like I have no need to go this way, or something. I don't know. Oh, dude, spelled D-O-D. I've got this guy. Where was I? Yeah. Also, if you look at a map of this place, which I don't have in the game, but like, I'll just show a screenshot. Maybe I'll add in the screenshot. But also, there's a lot of references to the Red Gyarados and Lake of Rage, legendary Red Sea Snake. Yep. But yeah, there's actually a sprite of Magikarp, like the lake itself. That's why it's called Carp Lake. But unfortunately, you can't really see it like in the game. He's been standing off for the past few hours. That man. Anyway, what does that say? Oh yeah, winter coming sooner. That was not a reference. That's another plot point that never went anywhere. I feel like I should have a counter for how many plot points that never go anywhere. There are a ton of them. This guy actually reminds me of Godot from Phoenix Wright 3. Actually, I wonder, did I block this section off? Yep, I did. I blocked it off, good. What else? I'll visit the house once I have my entire party. Oh, I didn't block this section off? That's not good. Dude, go in the house. Yeah, also you notice the tiling is kind of weird because like the teleport tile is to the right. The thing with this is that this game is on a grid, and right now I'm on this tile, but like the tile sets I got for Earthbound are kind of weird because like they kind of misalign with the tile. So it looks like you would be able to enter here, but you can't. You gotta enter from the tile one to the right. Maybe she stops you? There you go. Okay, so I'm not allowed in here. And a detention center, that's important. Oh god. You know, it's weird because as soon as I realized that this wasn't going to be an Earthbound hack, I did something far more stupid, and I regret it, but at the same time I don't want to take it off because that's a huge chunk of the game. Well, not a huge chunk, but like a huge portion. Okay, that's the same thing, a chunk and a portion. Okay, no typos here. Oh, the sun is to the right, but you don't do anything. Oh yeah, this guy, fourth wall breaking, again with that. Carp Lake, no fishing. Not like you can't fish. Let's see. I know what I'm supposed to do, by the way. I'm just like walking around looking for typos. There's a reason why I haven't talked to Mr. Saturn. Oh yeah, in an earlier build, that dog, like the white one, was more to the right. So when you stand here, he'd be off screen. So I had to move a little to the left. Yeah, with a top hat and a circus-looking mustache. And this is the first sprite I ever imported from Pokemon. This guy, this youngster. Did I spell Gyarados wrong? I'm not sure. I mean, if I spelled it wrong, then I'm gonna have to beat myself up for it. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Just come on, I've been playing Pokemon since like Red, Blue, and Yellow. How do I not know how to spell Gyarados right now? Also, there's no monster in CarPlay. That was originally what I wanted to do with it. I'm not gonna go to the burger shop yet. Like, I originally wanted to make like the whole like Lake of Rage, giant sea snake, blah blah blah. But I didn't figure out how you could make it so that you like add some sort of like raft or boat. I mean, I did, but unfortunately in this game there's only like 3 vehicle slots, and 2 of them are in the overworld. One of them is a ship, the other one's an airship, and the third one is in another dungeon. But back then I didn't know you could actually change the vehicles because like they were preset, and I need the sprites for, and I don't know you could like change the vehicle to other sprites. And I also didn't know how to add them somewhere aside from the overworld. So at one point all 3 of them were in the overworld, but then I got rid of one of them and moved it to a dungeon because the dungeon is based around using that third vehicle. But that was much later, like before, like that was a long time after I built this entire area. So yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do like some sort of like surf thing like in Pokemon, so I just gave up on the red snake idea and I went with something far more stupider. You'll see what I mean as soon as I talk to the Mr. Saturn? Saturn? Oh shoot, where'd it go? It doesn't disappear, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's hiding behind one of these trees. It's just a matter of finding out which one. Maybe it's up here? Oh, there he is. Wow. He said to move about randomly, but wow, it's... I wonder if they're back from shopping. I should go check. Yep, that's your cue to go back home. And then check. Actually, now that I think about it, the game gives no direction as to where Astra's house is, so... Yeah, that's what I mean by I should probably add a hint guy with a map. There she is. Oh yeah, I love those commercials. Like back in the day. Also, after they join the first time, like if they rejoin you, it doesn't make the little triumphant music because you know it already happened once. Let's see. Next up is Blair's house. Yeah. Also, back then I didn't like. Okay, the thing about RPG Maker is that when you get when you get a party member into your party, like they actually get added in that order. So if I would have gotten to speak with Blair first, you would have been added before Astra. And I didn't want that. I wanted to keep them all in the same order. So I made it so that you had to talk to Astra first. But later I found out how you can like, have them out of order. If that makes any sense. I mean, not have them out of order, but talk to them in any order you want, and they'll end up in the order you want. I mean the order I want, not the order the player wants. Because I'm in control. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, go back to Mr. Saturn now that Astra's here. Also, I made like a slight mistake with the Mr. Saturn and Saturn Village. If you speak to them without Astra in your party, you'll actually be able to talk to them, and like it'll be as if Astra speaking. So, like I don't know if I should change that, or I don't know if anyone's even gonna bother going back there at this point in the game. Like lake, waterfront, boing. That's it. Oh, yeah, this is when you go to the burger shop. Let's go. Got a horrible Mario impersonation. Wait, this guy. Mr. Existential, as I like to call him. Or not Mr. Existential, it's a different thing. I remember when I learned about Existential. Hey, it's a guy with a top hat and circus looking mustache. I love how I interrupt myself in the middle of sentences. Oh, his name popped up. It's supposed to be question mark, question mark, question mark. Whatever, his name doesn't really matter, so. Never renovated it yet. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should make it so that like you pay for the meal and like you know it actually subtracts from your gold. Because then I have 7955 gold. Well, speaking of gold, even though it's completely useless, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my weapons because this is the salesman. Let's see. No one can equip this. Interesting. Fourth party member. Hint hint. Broadsword. Yeah, I'm gonna buy two. Oh, 2, not 11. That reminds me of when my friend was playtesting it. She was upgrading her equipment, like with this guy, and then like she presses up instead of right, and it goes to 11. And she's like, "I just brought 11 broadswords." I just thought that was funny. Bone shield, ring mail, 3 of them. Bronze helm. Yeah, like one of the biggest mistakes I do with this game is like I don't balance out like weapons and stuff. So early on into the game, you already end up more powerful, and you see like my stats are already like in the hundreds. Whereas with any other game, it wouldn't be that way. Broadsword. She can actually equip the shield now. Wait a second. Never mind. Ring mail. Bronze helm. See, like I don't know. Can I put? So it is boring to watch. Just gonna go ahead and sell everything. Oh shoot, I can't sell this guy. Or at least not this version of him. I think other versions of him I can sell. I'm not gonna stay in the hotel, I have no reason to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to burgers. Wow. And this is this is how my commentary is when I feel like recording. Now imagine when I don't feel like recording. Anyway, there's a start of stupidity on past me, so I know I keep making fun of this part, but like honestly, you'll see. I'm actually ashamed of what I built a year ago. I know this tables aren't able to eat this food, I know. Actually, before we start, or before this starts, there's like a... Oh shoot, that's kind of a plot hole right there. She's never eaten seafood, and yet she's from Aqua. That makes no sense. Should probably change that. And she'd probably say like, I've never eaten seafood from Terra before or something, I don't know. This is kind of a contradiction, and just the way I said that word, you kind of know where this is going. Oh yeah, we delve a bit into her backstory. This is where I explain the whole like only people from Terra can use magic, you know. Yeah, see what I mean? Only people born there can use magic. Nope. Yeah, because you know the place is called Terra, so obviously they gotta have magical lands. I might as well spoil the story of Blair. The reason she can use magic is because she's from Aquas and the water blessed her instead of the lands. Same thing with the fourth party member. They're from another continent and they were also blessed by their element, which isn't fire by the way, so it must be wind. I did have a strange dream where I explored a dungeon. Yeah. I think I have it. Oh, this. Here it is. And if you know what you're doing, this part should hopefully go by fast. Why isn't he looking at me? Oh, never mind. You're darn right I am. I policeman talk. Oh wow, I've only been recording for 13 minutes. Somehow it feels much shorter than that. Oh, shoot. In the last episode I was talking about when a party member leaves, they leave your party. I just said that the last text part just said they went home already and yet they're still in my party. I'm gonna have to fix that. And I'm gonna have to make sure to re-add them after that. Oh shit, I forgot to save. Damn it. There's another one of those at the end of the day if you talk to a party member. I'm gonna go with Mystery Girl because of the ending that I want. Because if you talk to your yeah, you guys have already figured it out. You guys have brains. That Mystery Girl is the fourth party member, and if you get her ending, you actually get a really cool weapon for. I guess you can call it New Game Plus, even though it's not really New Game Plus because it's the exact same game. It's just you start out with all your equipment, and there's literally no story changes or anything. But yeah, there are a couple of changes, but it's not really like, big changes. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and go with this person. They're here. The cops. And that's a dream. That's basically it. Actually, maybe for this one I should have made an exception, because if you because I made it so that if you go with Astra, you fight like random, you fight random people, get experience, whatever. You go with Blair, you actually fight the first boss with her, like all by yourself. And because she can use fire magic, the boss goes down really easily. Oh shoot, I forgot to put these guys back in. Grandma and Grandpa, they're gone. Great. Shoot, they're not supposed to, they're supposed to be there. Whoa, wait a second. I know what I can. God damn it. A lawyer. I was gonna make a drawer joke, but I don't know, I didn't. Yep, you know where this is going. Actually, I know what I can do. This is something that only I can do, because I'm playing like a test version. It's not the actual game, so I can do this. These are the switches. Meet boss, go home. Yes, go home. Day 2, meet neighbor. Go to forest. The hotel. These are switches, by the way, and like this is how the game progresses, and it knows like, what cutscene and what's going on, and blah blah blah. Beat boss, get key, talk to ghost, escape. Yeah, you named them yourself, and I named them after events that happened in the game. So yeah, it's taken about 80 switches just to get to this point in the game. So yeah, I think it's this one. I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, there you go. It was this one. Wait, can I? Okay, maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe it was the one after it. Oh shoot! At night. Astro Dream. Turn off. Grab friends. Maybe the old man and the man and the old lady aren't supposed to be there. Okay. Yeah, these 3 are just for one cutscene, so just to give you an idea of how that works. Okay, now let's go back. Awesome, it worked. Yeah, I can manipulate the game and like do things like this. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could show off all 3 of them without resetting. Quality. This right here is a quality game. This is the best game ever. 10 out of 10. Wow. Okay, and the sad part is I know why this is happening. The reason why this is happening is because like there's a reason that Astra and Blair are still in your party, and the reason for that, like if you pick their dreams, it puts them in front because the party member in front is actually the overworld sprite that shows. So what I did for these nights is that I turned them on. I didn't do that with the 4th party member because they're not in your party yet, so I made them their own separate sprite. But yeah, and I guess at the end, like the next day, it removes the 2 party members. So so when I went back and did the scene, they disappeared. So yeah. Almost said I'm someone else. Yeah, I'm literally nothing. Oh shoot, how's the battle gonna play out? I always wondered what happens. Oh, so that's what happens. So like if you go into a battle, what's it called? If you go into battle, it just ends it if you don't have a party. It counts as a victory apparently. Yeah, a bit of character development. As soon as I'm old enough to have a job. Yeah, that line is kind of weird because it implies that she's a minor, and in this game I'm supposed to be my age, which is 21, and yeah, I honestly didn't think about that when I wrote that line. But yeah, don't worry, they're all over age, or they're all of age, at least by American standards, which is 18 by American standards. So yeah, at least tell me it adds my party member back. Okay, it does. Wow. That was... Wow. I mean, at least there were no typos. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, this again. Shoot. Forgot about this. I can hear the typing on the keyboard. Speaking of which, let me check my items. Oh, yep, I have 2 of them. Yep, I have 2 of them. Which I guess the good news is that the good thing is because I have 2 of them, I can get 2 of a certain item. But later in the game, when you return it to its rightful owner, that makes a cameo appearance. Wink, wink. Actually, did they tell me that she was in the pond? Cause she is supposed to be there, but I'm not sure if I gave direction. Her excitement is showing. Yep. I might need her intelligence. It's funny because that's like one of those words that like can't even tell if it's a word or not. Like it's one of those things that I say all the time. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, but like not just me, but a whole bunch of people. Not a whole bunch, but like, I've heard a lot of people say it, and I don't know if it's a word or not. It's weird. And there she is in her house. I'm suddenly a lawyer. Yeah, just suddenly. Yep, again, notice no music. I'm gonna go ahead and return to... Also, it heals you after every night. Because yeah, teleporting takes 1 HP. Oh, 1 PP, I mean. MP. I'm going to go here and... Yeah, if you play the Phoenix Wright game, you could tell what direction this is heading. I tried to emulate it as best as I could, you know, given the tools I have, which is RPG Maker, which isn't much. I'm actually going to play for a little bit more. Yep, that's the attorney's badge. Wow. Wait, was that cop not there? I feel like he should have been there from the very beginning. Defendant shot victim, went back to hotel room, left weapon on floor with her fingerprints. Yep. For some reason, only in this world, only guns can kill. So yeah. Yeah, it's not necessarily true. There's a couple of things that can kill in this world. Which is why when you like fight people, you know, you use swords and like bows and arrows and stuff, and yet they don't die. You got a witness too, which is gonna be the... Yeah, you can just straight up tell who the killer is. The man with the circus-looking mustache and the top hat. Oh shoot, the recording's up to 23 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to the defendant and then leave. I mean, then call it a video. Shouldn't go in there because that's a courtroom. These are empty. Yeah, because you know, there's one of those prisons that allows you to be with the prisoner as you talk. You know. Also, is it just me or was she wearing blue during that cutscene? Huh. And this is how the fingerprints got on the gun. I try to cover my bases as much as possible. But in the end, it just ends up being a weird mess. Whoa. That's a slow walking Saturn. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game and call it an episode. So, yeah, see you all later and take care. Bye everyone.